Welcome to Girl Talk. Thanks for joining us today. We're filming today at the Vinery. This is off of East Washington Avenue, and this is a stained glass studio. We're going to meet with the folks here and talk about classes and DIY projects. I think it's a great time of year because we're starting to think holidays a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And you know, even though earlier, Ellen, you were saying that you tend to be a flop at DIY projects,
I am.
I still think that they have the potential to be some of the most cherished gifts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's all the effort, you know?
When you make something special for someone.
For sure. And even the failures.
Yes. Failures can be
You
your
know?
successes. And maybe you just haven't found the right craft. And maybe
Yeah.
glass is your thing. You were born to do glass. So.
Oh, maybe I am. now I'm feeling all like motivated in myself.
No pressure.
Yeah.
The other cool thing about making something yourself, though, is that it's so unique. You know, you can buy anything and anywhere, and this is a one-of-a-kind kind of a thing. I love that idea.
And it's
Well,
so
Janet,
pretty.
I'll be expecting your DIY project for
Let's move on to the next topic. We're talking.
Stay tuned, folks.
We're going to be meeting some folks from Fitchburg Farms. I'm kind of excited about that because I love this season with mums and pumpkins.
So pretty.
You know, every year it's the same thing. I put mums and a pumpkin on my stoop, and it looks great for about an hour. And then, yeah, because then some critter starts gnawing on the pumpkin.
Really?
Oh, every year. And right now it looks hideous, just in time for Halloween, I guess you could say. But it really looks awful.
You just have to tell people that you did that on purpose.
Yeah, just
It's supposed to
embrace
be
it. Make it look
scary.
more like you've gutted
Embrace
it
it.
out.
Yeah.
Right.
Draw like a
Look at
face
that.
and half of it's
Something you
gone.
can put on a pumpkin to deter critters.
I'm going to have to wrap it up like a mummy and go for the mummy look at this point.
Hey, there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, no,
It works,
every
right?
year. Same chipmunk probably, too.
See, I'm in an apartment, so I don't get to set out any flowers, or I have little mini pumpkins that I keep just on my counter.
Oh, those
but-
gourds.
Yeah, and I love
those.
those. I think they're so fun because each is so unique. But I can't wait until I can have that because that's just, I don't know. There's something so like cheerful.
It is nice. I put some
Yeah.
on my steps. I have an apartment as well, but I do have steps leading up.
Okay.
And it makes me smile every time I
Yeah.
pass. However, they haven't been eaten yet, so
Good,
your
good.
they're still pleasant. Oh, I don't know. This is my first
Special
year.
pumpkin.
We're also talking smartphone photography. Boy, we're in the era of smartphones, and I know I love it. I love playing with the filters.
I
and-
thought of you actually when I knew he was coming on.
Yeah.
With your recent, I know you went to Hawaii, right? Not too long ago.
Not too long ago.
Beautiful.
I could have used
Pictures.
that lens then because, of course, everything's picturesque in Hawaii.
Oh
but-
yeah.
But you need that wide angle.
Yeah, I was trying to do the panos and try to capture everything, and it's still, you look at it and you're like, that just doesn't do it justice.
Right.
Right. Your pictures were beautiful though, but of course you think, what if I would have had that lens or some fancy camera that just, I don't even know how all that technology works, but it certainly does.
Yeah, this lens that our guest is going to be talking about can get that wide angle, but it can also get really great close-ups, which are really fun with flowers and critters and bugs and stuff like that.
So maybe we can demo that. We'll do a little selfie, maybe.
Us do a selfie?
Yeah.
Never. We'll have to try that, see how it goes.
Yeah. That'd be fun. Definitely. Let's do it.
Yeah. Have you tried anything like that before? This is a lens that clips on your camera?
No.
I haven't. When I had heard about it, it was the first I'd really heard of its kind, because I always thought you needed a fancy camera, and I was always like, well, I don't, I'm not a photographer, I
Right.
can't afford to have that.
Exactly.
But this is something, it sounds like everybody can afford, and it gives you that little boost where
Well, we'll find
take
out
those great
next.
pictures.
We're going to meet with those folks next, right after this. And welcome back to Girl Talk. We're filming today at the Vinery. It's a glass studio. We're going to catch up with those folks and
So excited.
maybe a little DIY project for maybe a holiday gift.
We're going to have to fight over who gets to do that.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of excited about that.
I
You've
know.
done
I've
it
already brought some
Yeah.
of my samples, so.
It's cheating.
We're going to talk smartphone photography right now, though. Capturing photos these days, it's never been easier. And if you want to kick it up a notch, stick around, meet our next guest. This is Kai Pei. He's the co-founder of Zenvo. This is a lens that you can put on your smartphone. So cool. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here.
So fill us in. What's the Zenvo lens? It's actually a kit you're selling.
Sure. So if you think about it, the smartphone is the one thing you have with you everywhere you go, right?
That is
and
for sure.
we live in the age where people love to take photos with their smartphones. They love to share photos, via social media, online with their family and friends. And so we created the Zenvo Lens Kit, which is a 2-in-1 lens kit. There's a wide-angle lens as well as a macro lens to really expand the capabilities of your phone or your tablet. And you can even use it on a laptop.
I've
So
done
cool.
a little reading
Yep.
on this, and some folks are, some of the photo buffs out there are saying this is almost SLR quality for your cell phone.
Yeah,
Incredible.
we're really excited about it because it just enhances your ability to take amazing photographs. And of course I can demo it in case people want to see what it looks like. The actual lens looks just like that. And
So simple.
it's very, very simple to use. There is a 2-in-1 lens kit. There's actually 2 lenses and they screw apart. There's a wide angle lens and a macro lens, and it can clip onto very quickly. You can center it over the camera on your phone for
Wow.
the rear camera, or you can use it on the front-facing side for selfies.
And you
Which we
mentioned
do.
you can use it on your computer as well. So I'm
Yep.
thinking, what are the best situations to take advantage
Yeah,
of this
so
lens?
I mean, we talk to my family, and when we're Skyping, for example, for video conferencing, you can
cool.
squeeze more people into the shot. So the wide angle lens, very simple. It expands your camera so you can capture 45% more picture in every direction, left, right, up, and down. So we took a selfie before we jumped on camera here, and you're gonna see that here. We're gonna put up a shot of the before and after, and you'll see the difference with the wide angle lens, with and without the wide angle lens, shot from an iPhone.
With and
Incredible.
without Janet.
Yeah, with and without Janet,
With
basically.
and without Janet, right?
So I
that
feel
was
like
not intentional.
I feel like this might be a trick question here.
Okay.
But who do you think would get the best use out of this product?
Well, this Halloween, so trick or treat. Who would get the best use out of this product?
I feel like
it's a
everybody.
really anybody with a smartphone that loves taking photographs, teenagers that want to take pictures with their friends, moms and dads who want to take photos of their family, their infants, for special events, weddings, business, for the business set, people that want to use it to enhance their social media profiles, photographs, as well as the photo enthusiasts.
Yeah, I see this for the outdoor adventure as well. That's
Yeah.
not going to carry a huge camera around,
Yep.
but wants that whole landscape with them.
Exactly. It's such a good point, Elise, because we have customers who've written to us and said, you know what, we took this with us on our last vacation up to the Grand Canyon, and
Right.
we're able to capture amazing photos of landscapes. And so there's so many different applications, but ultimately just to enhance your ability to take amazing photos on your phone.
Even the up close ones too are
Yeah.
really close, really detailed. Boy, the customers that I've read reviews of are very good reviews on this product.
Yeah, the macro lens for super close-ups is another really amazing aspect of it. So.
All right, so now that we got everybody hooked, where can they get it?
So we right now are selling exclusively on Amazon. And so we are going to offer a special discount for viewers of Girl Talk.
Awesome.
And so you can go to getzenvo.com, and we'll include the link so you can see, so you can go to the special page where we offer a coupon code that you can use at checkout for 20% off.
Ooh,
Sounds good.
love that. Love those Girl
And-
Talk
yep.
exclusives.
Alrighty, well, we are out of time.
Okay,
Thank you
sure.
so much, Kai. So, Zenvo Lens Kit.
Great idea for the holidays.
Absolute.
Excellent gift, and thank you
Fits
guys
well in
so
your
much.
purse.
Girl Talk hosts love it as well.
We're sold.
All right, we'll be right back with more Girl Talk right after this.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're filming here at the Vinery right off of East Washington, and later we're going to be talking about their classes, which I have had the pleasure of participating in, and it was amazing. So stay tuned for that. But first, we have Mike Nada from Fitchburg Farms. Thanks for being with us today.
Glad to be here.
And 'tis the season for farms and visiting and pumpkin hunting and all of that great stuff. So tell us a little bit about Fitchburg Farms. How long have you been in business, and how does it work? What all happens there?
My son and I started the business in 2013. So we're into our 3rd year. I've been in the garden business since I was 12 years old, and that's a long time ago. So we love what we do. We started with a small little field of garden mums for the fall, and we built a full-service, world-class garden center since. So we've been busy.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I looked at your website, Mike, and love the mums, just filled with mums. You feel like you can't have too many this time of year.
No, we love it. That's how we started our business, and that's still one of our core products, and people just love to come out in the fall.
Yeah. So speaking of your website, I also saw that you have a corn maze, and I have to admit, I'm always a little intrigued, but a little scared.
Really? Have you never done it?
Well,
you've got to
so
change
tell us
that.
about the corn maze that you have, and if how long does it run?
We run through November 4th, and we work with a company out west, and they come with a tractor and they cut the maze. It's 14 acres. And we did an aerial shot. It's on our website and on Facebook.
Love those.
Oh, cool.
And it's got our logo actually in there. And we have 3 different mazes. One that's really short for children, and then they get more complicated from there. Yeah.
I always wonder, how do you do that? How do you make the logo?
It's really neat. So there's a graphic designer, and he puts it into the tractor. It's got a GPS, and they go there and they cut the corn out. And it's really slick to watch. It takes a full day. They cut about 8 miles of corn out to do it.
And then real quick, is it something you should be scared of?
Well, it's funny. So once in a while with customers, I have a sense of humor that gets me in trouble, but they'll say, "What happens if I get lost?" I said, "We'll find you in November."
Yeah.
That's not funny.
You'll still be there. We'll
The
still
young
be
children's eyes go this big. Yeah,
Because you can do it in nighttime too, right?
right, we do it on the weekends. This coming weekend we'll be on at night.
Do you have places where you can kind of climb up high and see over the top? So you
Bring
get
your
a
own-
sense of where you are?
Bring your
do.
own stool.
Yeah, we do. We have a bridge in the middle, and then we have an observation deck, which actually you can see from Highway 14. Everybody asks me what it is, but it sits about 25 feet in the air. So you can see most of the maze from the observation deck.
Okay, so you can see my little flag.
That's right.
Get too lost then.
That's right.
So what else is going on this season? You do workshops, classes?
Yes. Yeah, we do a lot of workshops. It's all about educating and helping our customers. We're transitioning from fall, believe it or not, into Christmas. So we have poinsettias in color. So we're seeing red and pink and whites right now. So it's starting next week. We get into greens and the Christmas season. So as far as workshops go, we have workshops almost all year long. Some of the biggest hits are terrariums, which are an indoor glass garden with succulents, or fairy gardens, which are great for kids.
What fun gift ideas.
Fairy gardens sound amazing.
It's a lot of fun. I'm always blown away by the creativity of children. We've seen some amazing stuff come out of the fairy garden workshops.
So kids can, what are the age ranges for that?
It's open. As long as they
Really?
come with an adult, they come in, and I'll never forget one young gal. She made a whole beach setting with a chair and a whole gamut, and it was just so fun to watch, just out of her head. The creativity is just amazing.
What are some of the youngest ages you've seen?
It's 2 and 3.
Really?
2 and
Yeah,
3?
yeah. Isn't that fun?
Do you need a kid?
No, absolutely not. No.
Okay, and then to wrap up here, Mike, can you tell us one thing about Fitchburg Farms that is most important to you that you want the viewers to take with them?
Sure. It's something my son and I pride ourselves on. We want to put the fun in gardening and make it enjoyable. And the primary focus is to have our customers feel confident they'll be successful. And
Yeah.
most people are afraid of killing a live plant, and we want to make
That's
sure
me.
that goes away.
Yeah.
So it's not as hard as it might seem.
Really?
Yeah, that's the educational part that we pride ourselves on.
It does sound like a fun place.
It is.
It really
Does.
does.
Yeah.
So many cool things. Well, thank you very much
Oh.
for being with us today.
Thanks for having us on the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
our pleasure. Go check them out at Fitchburg Farms. Check out that corn maze. That sounds amazing. Stay tuned for more Girl Talk. We'll be right back with Wisconsin's 57. Welcome back to Girl Talk, and it's the moment you have all been waiting for. We're at the Vinery, and finally with us now we've got Denny and Josh, and we're already starting doing some demos right now.
Right into it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got some stuff out here, some different projects and classes that you can actually take here at the Vinery. And Josh, this is a question for you. Any secrets or tips for these classes and what you're doing right now?
So it all begins with cutting glass right here, and what we have is a pistol grip scorer, and we go straight up and down here, and you want to hear like a zipper sound go right through there. And then you leave a nice little score line right in the middle, and your glass wants to snap from underneath almost like a pea. So we have these running pliers here that have a little bit of a frown underneath, and we put them in the line right on there, and it goes right down the middle there.
I
So
wasn't
then-
expecting it to go that easily.
That easy.
So you're essentially creating this.
I'm
strip
essentially creating a bunch of strips to lay out for future projects.
Awesome. And talk about the classes you guys have going on right now, because I know you're super busy. Holidays are coming up. What do you have going on?
Okay, well, first I'd like to explain a little bit about what we have in front of us.
Sure.
This one here is the basket weave, and this is a coral bowl. And so the strips have been laid out that Josh cut, and I want to show you finished project. Once they're melted in a kiln,
That is crazy.
that's the coral bowl right there. And
Cool to see
This
this
is my
finished.
personal favorite, and I like how you kind of like break them off in different ways, whereas this is very uniform.
Very
Exactly.
uniform.
And then this other one over here is a basket weave. It kind of creates an illusion of a basket weave. So those are a couple projects that we can
So
create
cool.
with the cutting with the glass strips. But we also have a whole variety of other classes coming up. We have a stained glass workshop, fused glass jaws bowl, fused garden flower, blown ornaments, fused garden stakes. And Josh, we have a couple holiday
Holiday
classes.
themes. We have some mosaic mirrors, some holly jolly beads, beveled stained glass snowflakes, and fused glass snowflakes coming up.
I don't know if I want to think about snow yet.
I don't want to think about that.
That's a little
I can think about snow in the art way. I like that.
Yeah,
'cause
I
it's
do
not
as
cold.
well. I do, and beveled snowflakes. Those are wonderful all year round. 'Cause
Oh yeah.
they can always look like something else. But for your students that are coming into these classes that maybe haven't been to you before, do they need previous skills?
They don't. About 90% of our classes are designed with no previous skills required.
That was me.
And maybe we could show the audience that this holds true. Would one of you like to try cutting a strip of glass?
I think Ellen should, only because I already have,
I'm scared.
and I have a little.
clumsy.
Get over the
people.
fear. It's all right.
It will be
Okay.
fun.
Let me hold that for you, Dara.
So the main
gosh.
thing, right? Pistol grip. We call it pistol grip because it's almost holding it like a pistol. So you just
have you
want
ever
to.
done that before?
I have. I have.
So just hold it straight up and down. Make sure your pressure is straight up and down, and just get a nice, good
Oh, boy.
zip through there.
So just like, do I have to hold it like this?
Yep. Straight up. One good fellow swoop.
There, you got
There
that
we go.
zipper noise
Power.
and everything.
Turn this around, and then just
Oh, no.
squeeze right on. Just squeeze on the line.
So
There you
Denny,
go.
anyone can do
Look at
this.
That was much easier than I
Anybody can do it.
And like I said previously,
You don't even
they
have to put
won't
much
let you
force.
fail.
Exactly.
I came here with a good friend of mine, and we had a blast, and we definitely needed some help. but they were there, and there were, well, it was ladies' night. I was going to say there was a lot of women, but I know men come to your workshop as,
Exactly.
workshops
Exactly.
as well. But they were there every step of the way, and they managed us all
Oh.
in somehow.
Yes. Well, we have a lot of patients here, and we really love for people to come and relax and have a good time. So whatever we can do to have that happen is what we do.
Teaching is a big joy.
Oh yeah, and that's so cool that you guys see it that way.
Yes.
Just because this is something you guys are very skilled in, so I think that's really important that you do have that patience. I know we were talking about before with me. I don't think there's anything worse than trying to do a craft that fails. And so I know from what Elise has told me, that's what's coolest about coming to the Vinery is you guys are really, you're letting people do it themselves, and it's unique and individual, but you're facilitating. I think that's the word.
Nobody fails.
No. Well,
Yeah.
Nobody feels, and that's what I was most impressed with. So now that we have these strips, we can lay them out in kind of any fashion that we
in
want.
any
or-
fashion that you want, yeah, as long as it makes kind of a grid pattern.
And then we've got this guy back here as well, which I would love to do. Is this similar?
It is. This is the same technique, the basket weave technique, just we use some primary colors that really kind of pop.
Pop, but it's also rounded.
Yeah, how do you do that part?
Well, once the glass, the strips are laid out like this, we're going to put it into a kiln and we fire it up to this one here. I think it's about 1380 degrees. And that sort of softens the glass and gets it all to stick. And then once it's fused together that way, we fire it a second time and we slump it into a mold to create a slight bowl shape.
Give it its form.
See, I really admire these projects because they're all straight lines for the most part. When I was here, I made the spoons, and that was difficult, like
a little bit of a
carving
curve.
around in a
Inside
circular
and outside
motion.
curves, yeah.
Maybe we should have you do that.
Oh gosh, I don't know about that. I'll stick with cutting the strips. That was challenging enough. I
I'm
just
just-
love the transformation.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
seeing that turn into something, which it's cool because I don't know if when you first look at this, you don't necessarily see the vision of what it's going to turn
Right.
out as, and that transformation is.
Everyone's always
Just
worried
beautiful.
about their first fuse project. They're like, I don't know
Yeah.
what it's gonna look like, and then once they see it, they're amazed by
Mine
it.
came out much better than I expected. But you
Very
also
good.
helped me with my design as
Just
well.
just a little.
Well, I asked for it. I'm like, come on, you've got the eye. Can you give me a little direction? And you did, and they're beautiful. I don't want to eat with them though.
Oh, right. You gotta use some as decoration. So this is called a fuse project?
These
Yes,
are all
fused
fused.
glass.
Yep.
Okay. And so, kind of like you said, this is one of the many classes I'm sure that people can take.
Well,
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
And I hope next session we can continue. Next sessions we can continue to show you some different projects that we have to offer.
We're gonna come out of this as like
Yeah.
magnificent artists.
think
and
so.
Professionals.
yeah, people
got
are gonna be
beads,
paying us to make
Stained
projects
glass.
for them.
Sure.
Absolutely. And where can people go to look up those classes and sign up?
And then go up to our website. It's www.vineryglass.com.
Perfect. You know where to go. Be sure to check them out. Again, Denny and Josh with the Vinery, thank you so much for hosting us
Thank
today.
you.
Thank
We
you.
loved being here. And thank you to all of our guests. And thank you for watching. And you can find us next time only on Wisconsin's 57.
Here.